Okay. Can you hear me? Check 1, check 2. Something's not right. Alright, let's go and get up here. Almost. I told you I was going to start trying to move the time back so that I can start getting back up here on time. As we approach Kwanzaa season, it's fastly approaching. A lot of preparations have to be made, and I'm not prepared. Damn it. Alright, but hey, I gotta pick my hair. Alright, family, good morning. Welcome to Daily Toast. Grab your comb, your pick, whatever you're using, some oil in your hair. Get on up. Let's see what's going on. I want to make sure it's populating on everything before we gonna get started. Alright, grab your glasses. Well, say we streaming. Grab your glasses. Grab your water. Great emoji. No, great Kujichagulia to each and every last one of you. Alright, right now they said we are live. We are live on Facebook. We are live on both channels on Facebook. We are live on Stream.me and Periscope. I don't have word on YouTube yet. I am launching the chat app. I'm going to open up the chat for Spreaker as well. So once again, great morning to each and every last one of you. Let's do this real quick. Hold on. Let's see. Alright. So the chat is now open up on Spreaker as well. Let's see. Where we at? Okay. Alright, family, here we go. The black signal is out, so we are official. And you know what that means? That means that first off, if you are up here right now, you have joined the congregation of the mighty. Welcome to Gye-Nyame Journey Media. I'm your host, Brother Hot Tim. Hold on for a second. Y'all been messing with my mic again? Evino, Cleveland Miles Brown, y'all been messing with my mic? This is a Heart of a Summer production. This is the Daily Toast, where we strive to blow up your old paradigm. Grab your glass, grab your water.
Mr. Diddy.
Drink your water. Come on, drink your water. But first, take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath. Drink. Or should I say, breathe, then drink. Now lift your glass and pour some water. We'll pop the cap first. Lift your glass and pour some water. Lift your glass and pour some water. Now lift your glass. Drink. Or should I say, lift, pour, then drink. I think I will. Now move your body and drink some water. Move your body, drink some water. Move your body and drink some water. Move your body. Drink. Move, then drink. Raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Now raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Now raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Now raise your glass. Drink, 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 drink. Raise, toast, then drink. Take your breath and drink some water. Raise your glass and drink some water. Move your body, drink some water. Now raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Breathe, live, move, toast. Breathe, live, move, toast. Twice. Take your breath. Lift your glass. Toast your ancestors. Oh, I'm sorry. Drink, 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 drink. The water was good. Damn. Took my mind, cleared my body, and feel it rolling down my chest. All through all my organs, being distributed. Come on, family, take care of yourself. You can't toast your ancestors if you unhealthy. Drink, 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 drink. Lift your glass. Lift your glass. Lift your glass. All right, family, once again, great Kujichagulia to each and every last one of you. I want to thank you for joining us here this morning on Gye-Nyame Journey Media. I am your host, Brother Hatim. Of course, you know, once again, this is the Daily Toast. Of course, you know this is a Heart of Simba production. We strive to once again blow up your old paradigms. Those old paradigms that's holding us imprisoned. Old paradigms, old thought mechanisms. I'm guilty of some too, but hell, we will discover them together and destroy them on the journey. Alright, so at this present time, I was talking to one of the things, because y'all know I go through my phases. So in 1 minute I'm heavy on the vitamins, then I'm on the running. So right now I'm on man collar. Yep. Those that don't know, look it up. It's a game. It's also known as Ori in other places, Owari or something like that. But it's basically a board with 12 holes. Actually has 14 holes. 2 of them are your banks, and you play on the 12. And I was talking to the young men, and actually young men and young women in the warrior training yesterday about the importance of games to cultures. You know what I'm saying? Because one of the key pieces we could always measure. I mean, it's almost like we could take a measurement of the culture by what's produced. How well the culture is, because a culture is a living organism. The people are the cells in the culture. So cultures strive to not only just survive, but to thrive. You understand what I'm saying? I mean, because subsistence is not the ultimate state of being. Just subsiding, just existing is not the ultimate state. The ultimate state is to thrive in a healthy total ecosystem. So you could tell the health of a culture by its creations. The culture creates things to promote itself, right? So even the games that come out of the culture are designed to teach the individuals about the culture and to keep them involved in the symbolism and the ideas and the morals of the culture. And I was explaining how Mancala is connected to our culture. Somebody polled in Gye-Nyame journey. Okay, good morning, Sister Navita. So what we're working on is I'm teaching them how to play Mancala. Now, I know a lot of y'all know about Mancala, right? But I don't know if y'all know of those underground rules, because when we was in our manifestation as the Underground Railroad, we picked up Mancala, a game called Mancala, read the rules. So Gye-Nyame read the rules, Taiwan read the rules, I read the rules, and we started reading about all these different ways to play. We said, well, shit, what if we just take the best ones of each one we like? So, and that formed the rules that we have. So one of the things I'm thinking about doing is teaching not only young people but older people to play, because what's cool about Mancala is that it really don't matter how old you are. You can sit down and you can play. You can indulge in the culture. And I'm thinking about during Kwanzaa having a tournament and offering like $100 prize to whoever win the tournament. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm really trying to get. We got to have these staples, right? You know, I'm constantly talking about that ambrosia. You know what I'm saying? For me, in my family, this is gonna be a staple, because all the boys is gonna learn how to. All the boys and the young ladies, all the warriors are gonna learn. Ooh, good God Almighty! Lord have mercy. I mean, I opened it and it sizzled and the smell came. Oh my God. Like apples and ginger. Okay. I'm in love, I'm in love, I'm in love. How old is this game? Mancala is shit. Mancala is, I don't know, man. We could say some thousands probably. I mean, because you could play the game. You could teach kids how to play the game outside. You could teach everybody to play outside. Just dig 6 holes. I mean, it's just that simple. You know what I'm saying? And anybody that went to an African store, any type of cultural store, you have seen the game Mancala. All right? And like, we just took all the best parts of the game that we like. We combined them, codified them. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, because once you name it, like we ain't changed the name, but we did claim the rules, underground rules. So I may end up, you know, doing this during Kwanzaa and throwing up $100, and we have just a day where, you know, people come in battle for that little bit of money, because I got an elimination tournament all modeled already out. It's a model. Let's see. I like to buy some ties. Would you teach the young man how to do a tie? You'd be surprised how many young men don't know how. No, I wouldn't. Hey, talk with me before you buy ties, because we got a hookup, because we do a tie tying ceremony every year for the young men at Millennium. Actually, one of the knots that you see me modeling is a knot that I created specifically for the school. So once again, name it and claim it. Shit, I'm not playing. All right, so let me go and finish this water. We're gonna get into our toast. Remember, tonight we have folk tales for grown folks. It's folk tales for grown folks. I got folk tales for babies, folk tales for teenagers, and folk tales for grown folks. But yes, I would love to teach young people how to tie ties, even though I hate tying ties. I mean, I know y'all can't tell, but But I figured if I got to do it, I might as well be the best at it, right? So the name of the folktale today is The King's Son and the Painted Lion. So this is a preview so that some of y'all get ready for the conversation tonight. All right? A king whose only son was found on, a king whose only son was fond of martial exercises had a dream in which he was warned that his son would be killed by a lion. Afraid the dream should prove true, he built for his son a pleasant palace and adorned its walls for his amusement with all kinds of life-sized animals, among which was the picture of a lion. When the young prince saw this, his grief at being thus confined burst out afresh, and standing near the lion, he said, "Oh, you most detestable of animals! Through a lying dream of my father's, which he saw in his sleep, I am shut up on your account in this palace as if I had been a girl. What shall I now do to you?" With these words, he stretched out his hands toward a thorn tree, meaning to cut a stick from its branches so that it might beat the lion. But one of the tree's prickles pierced his finger and caused great pain and inflammation, so that the young prince fell down in a fainting fit. A violent fever suddenly set in, from which he died not many days later. We had better bear our troubles bravely than to try to... Whoa. Hold on. Tell your friends, tell your cousins, tell your brothers and sisters, tonight, oh, gonna make it right tonight. Listen, this shit right here, look at this. I'm gonna read it one more time. I'm sorry I didn't finish the last part because it hit me and I'm just trying to tell y'all, this show tonight, family. All right. Oh my God. All right, I'm reading one more time just so that y'all can. A king whose only son was fond of martial exercises had a dream in which he was warned that his son would be killed by a lion. Afraid the dream should prove true, he built for his son a pleasant palace and adorned its walls for his amusement with all kinds of life-size animals, among which was the picture of a lion. When the young prince saw this, his grief at being thus confined burst out afresh, and standing near the lion, he said, "Oh, you most detestable of animals! Through a lying dream of my father's, which he saw in his sleep, I am shut up on your account in this palace as if I had been a girl. What shall I now do to you?" With these words, he stretched out his hands toward a thorn tree, meaning to cut a stick from its branches so that he might beat the lion. But one of the tree's prickles pierced his finger and caused great pain and inflammation, so that the young prince fell down in a fainting fit. A violent fever suddenly set in, from which he died not many days later. We had better bear our troubles bravely than to try to escape them. Thank you, Lightning. Thank you. I mean, because you over there getting paid doing nothing. It ain't like, you living a life for real. Because, anime got to get up and scream every morning, but you get to come in every now and then. Having all these mystic animals, you know, it's kind of expensive, but all right. So, family, we're going to get to this toast. But I want to thank everyone. Once again, I want to make sure everybody know I appreciate you for stopping in to the journey, lifting up your glass with your brother. You know, hold on. That's not Bruce Lee's story. That's not Bruce Lee's story. You talking about the golden flute or some shit like that. That's not the golden flute. So, alright. We're going to lift up our glasses. First, how his dad said. How his dad hit him. Ooh. I thought you was talking about the golden flute. Oh, you talking about Bruce Lee's life story. That was good. That was good. Alright. So here we go. His dad had hid him from a demon. That's, yeah. I mean, I don't. That's kind of movie-esque. Is that really what happened? Because you know, when you're doing a movie of somebody's life, you got to always do it. And that was a horrible movie, by the way. That was a horrible, horrible movie. I mean, I waited my whole life to see a Bruce Lee movie, and that was horrible. Horrible. Right? But, anybody got any, he said true story, okay. Well, yeah, well, you can't hide from your, destiny. They gave him a girl name. That's true, I do remember reading that. Alright, so here we go, family. We raise up our glass to the creator, by whatever name you choose to call that creator. We call that great force, that great power into the room. It means little phoenix. And we lift up the name, and we lift up our glass to the creator by whatever name you choose to call it, him or her, depending on your faith. So we lift up that glass and we say, Ashe. From there, family, where do we go? We lift up our glass to our ancestors, which we just so happen to have a beautiful list of. Hopefully you got your own personal list of your ancestors at the crib. You be reading along with me, you know. Or you just join me because I got it. Great Kujichagulia to you as well, Brother Kwame. Man, you just missed the story. What a story we have for tonight. Make sure you tell your friends, your brothers, your sisters, your cousins. Come on out. We're going to have a life-changing discussion tonight. Tonight. Oh. Right? Calling on our ancestors, Miles Brown, Miss Ann, Robert and Tex, and Davis, Herman Brown Sr., Rose Lee, Tilly, Georgia, Winnie, Walter, Chris, Pendergast, and Alina, Uncle Chris, Finn, Cleveland, and Geneva Brown. Margaret Ellis, Wash Ellis, Cecil Ellis, Alvara Brown, Jenny Gaines, Herman Brown II, Barbara Twiggs, Wash Ellis Jr., Katie Ellis, Nikki Ellis, Jamon Jones, Jeremiah Tappan, John Fallard, Montague Pittman L, No More X, Pet Mount Ra, Malika Fakur, Dr. Man Williams, Kojo Kamal, Elder Farmer, Elder Millie Dixon, Tony Clark, Pastor Yusuf Weston, Elder Ajadine, Elder Ron Coleman, Elder Robert Donaldson, Alfred Brofro Hector Jr., Jay Edwards, Carlisle Harris, Grace Lundy, Inez Harris, William Bill Moss, Phyllis Rose, Sterling Lucy Wright, Derek L. Pullian, the Luxter brother, Miss Eda Brooks Crawley, Miss Marie Nelson, Mr. Frederick Crawley Sr., Miss Jerry Brunson, Mr. Alonzo Johnson, Miss Marie McDowell, Janet Foster, Charles Jordan, Kel Smith, Walter Smith, Richard Triggs, Francis Johnson, Mary Franklin, Jimmy Williams, Daniel Ford, George Gibson, Nana Loretta Clark, Inez McCrae, Fritz Clark, Frankie Justice, Katie Justice, Derek Rinderman, Virginia Rogers, Reverend James Smith, Lois Henderson, Calvin Spratling, Mary Elizabeth Walker, Raymond Walker Sr., Sarah Jane Carter, Michael Ford Jr., Kellen D. Russell, Susie B. Smith, Teresa Clay, Melvin Dale Hodge, Melvin Dale Hodge Jr., Herman Copeland, Mildred Copeland, Jenny Clay, Bird Beatty, said where, Levita Farmer, I go to Sue, Cheryl Harvey, Aunt Charmaine, Aunt Evelyn, Deolis Hasbury, Cleveland.
Yes, sir.
Do you know who I go so Sue is?
No.
You for real?
I heard you saying something about it's my grandpa. I heard mommy saying something about that.
Okay. I go so Sue, Cheryl Harvey, Aunt Charmaine, Aunt Evelyn, Theolis Hasbury, Harvey Hasbury Sr., Leonard Dickinson, T.C. Islam, Terrell Dunbar, Will Thomas, Larry Berry, Mark Walsh, Merle B. Thornton, Pearl G. Thornton, Ida Johnson, Francis M. Carter, Joanne Thornton, Edgar Tricia Lewis, Juanita Wright, Robert Wright, George Wright, Mary Eliza Frederick Davis, May Elizabeth Rogers, May Esther Keechler Reese, Linda Watson Hammonds, Jarrell Giles Watson, Sparrow Slimmy, Selvin Lewis, Andrew Holmes, Pearl Moore, Percy Moore Jr., Richard Orange, Booker T. Bowden, Charlie Hunt, Sammy Stover, Hilda Pearson, Sturgeon Thornton, Richard Thornton, Lovina Hall, Freeman Bankster, Mary Moss, Peter Peacock, Willie Thornton, Napoleon Kennedy, Mark Ramsey, Paul Ramsey, Matt Ramsey, David Ramsey, Charles E. Thornton, Frankie Quells, Urania Thornton, Bernice Quells, Ernestine Jackson, Frankie Johnson, Teresa Mormon, Leon Johnson, Charles Bell, Vivian Ramsey, S.E. Johnson, Delrita Johnson, Leon Johnson, James W. West Sr., James Parham, Dana Jones, Henry World, James Farmer, Mary Chavez, Leon Grace, Bessie Johnson, Hallie DeVester, Mary Moreland, Paul Moreland, Elder Caleb, Rosemary Martinier, Elder Amatet Wellman, Fred Douglas Triggs Sr., Thelma Triggs, Thomas and Lula Berry, Lacey Ellen Ohio, Franklin Russell Davis, Fred Douglas Triggs II, Vina Triggs, Reverend Eddie Moore, Helen Fuller, Eugene Jackson Sr., Richard Ellis, Silas Alexander, Charles Maxwell, Percy Alexander, Arthur Reynolds, Stanley Lockhart, Ricky Lockhart, William Lockhart, Woodrow Lockhart, Brenda Porter, Deacon Hargrove, Carla Sawyer, Andrew Parker, Doris Donald, Ellis Murphy. Partially her story, but trying to get this computer right is a challenge, so I couldn't give it full attention. I will read it one more time for you, bruh. But I'm gonna finish. Let me finish the ancestors. The Friedrich Hines, Inez Bostic, and the Bostic, one of Free Scanterberry, Wilson Headley, Elma Hines, Phyllis Lee, Eugene Spratling, Calvin Spratling, Charles Wooden, Penny Brown, Roy Lee Printup Jr., William Johnson, Wilbur Longmire, Ada Catney, Janice Carter, Michael Carter, Leon Peanut Carter, Margaret Carter, William Carter, Lisa Jordan, Charles Lee Mosley, Dorothy R. Blair, Florence Evans, Pamela Blair, Ransom Evans Sr., Sam Evans Sr., Joe Davis, Timothy Butler, Daylon Blair Sr., Edward Stevenson, Sue Ann Stevens, Gene Holmes, Dana Jones, Peter Charles, Christy Nichols, Cardinal Robinson, Rosemary Charles, Ada Pearl, Bob Ingle, Jack Wallace, Warren M. Finch, Warren P. Finch, Tim Ingalls, Audrey Finch, William Billingsley Jr., Jennifer Sensabaugh, Hazel Gassman, Jerry Bradley, Brian Watson Jr., Kanika Parsons, Jason Cathy, Thomas Bradley, also known as Uncle Bookie, or a.k.a. Gypsy, Reverend Reservoir Word the First, Stacy Trice, Frank Smith, Mother Bertha, Michael Leonard, David Brown, Ruth Carter, June Cox, Paula Cox, Ronald Irving, Judy Hubbard, Irene Johnson, Francis Boots Jefferson, Dan Wilkinson Sr., Emma McClendon, Jerry Dorr, Mina Robinson, Mary Nichols, Patricia Williams, Shabaka Teray, Greg G2 Gibson. What you over there doing, Cleve?
Who I'm supposed to be?
No. You probably on Crunchy Road thinking you slick.
Wow.
I don't know. Greg G2 Gibson, Donna Hill, Richard Glebus, Lee Irby, Tommy Irby, Boyd Irby, Jim Gaucher, George and Haley Johnson, Archie and Marker Armstead, Diane Scott, Erica Armstrong, Claire Fox, June Evans, Archie Beck, Anna McGill, Charles McDaniel, Christine Cottrell, Aunt Becca, Alice Arnold, Arthur Arnold, Hattie Reed, Charles Reed, Eula and Andrew Baker, Patricia and Edwin Brooks, Gwendolyn and Bob Hatch, Kimbo Vernon, Bradley Kim, Janie Harriet Tubman Cates, Spencer Sturgis, Sally Mae Baker, Ethel Baker, Creola Baker, Geneva Baker, and Nino Baby Hatch, Sr., Mally Miller, Hazy Hatch, Dad Cleveland, Mother Gibson, Alex Nixon, John Bowie, Lester and Rachel Saunders, Doretha Ross, Viola Ross, Robert Nelson, Francis Stevenson, Leroy Stokes, Neely Johnson, Fletcher Swan, Manny and Charlie Scott, Ali Casey, Thomas Cofer, Vivian Stevenson, Mona Ann Lewis, Cornetta Lyman Lewis, John Jackson, William Dallas Lewis. Mary Frances, Chappelle Jackson, Michael Slade, Joanne Perkins, Richard Jackson, Martha Ford Dawson, Big Mama, Nanny Harris, Eva Ford, James Hairston, Margaret Towns, Mary Williams, Leroy Q. Heath Sr., Albert Moore, Miss Vanilla, Alice Motley, Geraldine Elizabeth, Douglas Thompson, Ellerton Houston, Lloyd Alls, Elijah Alls, Jerome Alls, Henry West Staton, Joe Jamel Alls, Ann Pierce, Donald Carter, Lily Green, Nathan Green, Bat Vaughn, John Dewey, and Ruth Beard, Tim Butler, Raymond Laura Newton, J.B. Foggy, Thomas Newton Sr., Baba Naeem, Jeanette Sanders, Jerry C. Sanders, Roy Pruitt, H.J. Brantley Sr., Henry Wilson, Rufus Jenkins, Minnie Wilson, Catherine Sanders, Muriel Ellis, Elizabeth Battles, Henrietta Irby, Mildred Armstead, Margaret Armstead, Catherine Anthony, Ruby Brown, Charles Walker Sr., Charlie Walker, Cecil Russell, Diane Irving, Haroon Phillips, William Ford, Margaret Logan, Phyllis Barnett, Lee Irvin Sr., Michael Irvin, Ozella Watson, Hugo Watson, John Caldwell Sr., Robbie Lee Caldwell, Nevaeh Mitchell, Ron McCormick Sr., Sabrina Easley, Rayshawn Easley, Savannah McCormick, Barbara Ann Reed, Dorothy Ann Reed, John Reed, Edward R. Benson Sr., Ethel H. McNair, Lois Fernandez, Jacqueline Broadus, Reginald Oliver, Linda Howard, Mazarine Cofer, George Swan, Edmonia Grayson, Charles Scott, Charles H. Scott, Michael and Charlene Morgan, Sybil Edwards McNabb, Ann Ferguson, William Ferguson, Shelby McClendon, Shelby McClendon, Delise Waters. We lift up our glass to our list of our ancestors. Once again, thank y'all for trusting me. And let's continue to toast. We lift up our glass and we say, Ashe. From there, we move to the present moment. And I gave y'all enough break right now.
Damn, Rob, come on! What's the matter with you? Tomorrow. Let's do it tomorrow. There is no tomorrow. There is no tomorrow.
Alright.
There is no tomorrow.
There is no tomorrow. So we are in the present moment, family. And in the present moment, we have to acknowledge the fact that it's time for us to start living on purpose, not on accident. So family, we are on Kujichagulia today. Today is my day. It's my day. It's my day. All right. Self-determination. The Modic principle is justice. The color is indigo. That's why I got black. But I'm going to find me a nice dark indigo style blue shirt. And we're going to hook it up. We will have shirts available at Kwanzaa this year. I just got to figure out how I'm going to do it. All right. And we're going to have, man, you know what? I almost messed up 5 gallons of ambrosia. 5 gallons. Do you know how much honey that is? And do you know how much honey is a pound? God damn. I was like, all right. The Hermetic law is correspondence. Male name for the day is Quabanai, and that's me. Shouts out to all the Quabanais out there. We rule the world. Shouts out female name Albanai. What's up, sisters? All the Albanais, stand up. Stand up. It's your day. It's your day. It's your day. Albanai, man. Albanai, that's Gina G and her dad, right? So, in Emotional Emancipation Circles, African Centered Cultural Virtue and Value System, today we are on Cursa in Wolof. That's self-respect and respect for others. Akan Ethics, Generosity and Beneficence. And in traditional Yoruba, Efarabale, Calmness. Also, where is my emotion sheet? Why does my emotion sheet just want to run away from me? Remember the 6 emotions. Hey, we got to have another training. I'm just gonna show it like that. Crack the code. Got those 6 emotions. There's certain questions, so you got to zoom in to see it, right? Because I'm trying to I'm trying to work on getting the elder back up in here. I'm going to do it through the class so that you really have to look real hard. So if you want to get this information, you need to get with Gye-Nyame so we can go on, Gye-Nyame and Tawee, so we can start talking about family, so we can start talking about bringing this training to the city. We need to partner up. We need to find, because he's willing to come in for a whole weekend so that we could do an intensive emotional workshop. Because remember, I told you, the emotions be messing you up, right? So we either did the now and we lift up the glass, because in the now we accomplish all that we will accomplish for tomorrow, even though tomorrow never comes. You understand what I'm saying? So we got to do what we can in the now so that we can make sure we lay the foundation upon which our children can stand. And we want them not to stand on something faulty, right? So we lift up our glass and we say, yeah, we sure do. We say, I say. From there, family, move to our future generations. We toast them in advance. We toast our children, our children's children, on to infinity. You over there snoring, homie?
No.
We lift up our glass and we say, I say. From there, family, we move to all of our relations and we toast all of our relations and we say, I say. Now, for that selfish toast, this is your turn. You sitting here with me, you going through the process. We're going to call these ancestors up in the room. What is it that you need? Lift up that glass. I'm waiting. Because it's heavy. Come on. All right. Yeah, some of y'all out there asking for a lot. Slow down. Slow down. All right. Lift up the glass. We say, Ashe. From there, family, where do we go? Where do we go? We go to the most powerful, most beautiful, most inspiring being in the room. And you know who that is? That's right. It's you. So I lift up my glass and I toast you and I say, Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. Family, we have completed another toast. Another toast. Once again, I salute you. And, I'm going to read this story for Brother Kwame. Now I'm going to get out. That autumn apple and ginger. Yeah. All right, here we go. A king whose only son was fond of martial arts exercises. Martial exercises, not martial arts exercises, but same thing. Had a dream in which he was warned that his son would be killed by a lion. Afraid of the dream should prove true, he built his son a pleasant palace and adorned his walls for his amusement with all kinds of life-size animals, among which was the picture of a lion. When the young prince saw this, his grief at being thus confined burst out afresh, and standing near the lion, he said, "O you most detestable of animals, through a lying dream of my father's, which he saw in his sleep, I am shut up on your account in this place as if I had been a girl. What shall I now do to you?" With these words, he stretched out his hands toward a thorn tree, meaning to cut a stick from its branches so that he might beat the lion. But one of the tree's prickles pierced his fingers and caused great pain and inflammation, so that the young prince fell down in a fainting fit. A violent fever suddenly set in, from which he died not many days later. We had better bear our troubles bravely than to try to escape them. All right, family. It was great seeing y'all this morning. Brother Hatim is out. And I need to remind you, you are in the congregation of the mighty. This is Gye-Nyame Journey Media. Thank you, Anime, for being on point. Gotta salute them when they do right? Of course, you know this is Daily Toast, and this has been a Heart of a Simba production. Simba. Don't look at me like that either. because you can catch these hands. All right. This is a Heart of a Simba production. Better get it together. Better get it together. Sit. Always trying to challenge somebody. Last but not least, we strive to blow up your old paradigms. Woo! Nice and tart. I'm out. Peace. All right, Sprinkle, we out.